What are the steps to your goal? What is in between you and actually doing what you want to do? Because that stuff needs to be acknowledged by the system. Okay, so let's talk about just an example here. Let's take the cooking example. A lot of people have that goal of like, I'm going to cook more meals for myself, or I'm going to eat meals on a regular basis, right? So if your goal, cook every night at 5 o'clock, all right, one healthy meal, that's a good goal. It's healthy, ticks all the boxes, right? But you remember from our big story example that it's not as simple as that. So the system might look like this. And it's literally as simple as this, okay? It's not necessarily easy, but it is simple. Simple and easy are different. Simple means that it's not super complicated, even though it might be difficult to physically do, right? But it is simple in this way. What is in the way of you cooking every night at 5 p.m. one healthy meal? Well, first of all, you need to make sure that you have the time and place to do that, right? So you might think that you want to cook at 5 p.m., but because you always stay late at work and then you keep getting home late. So you need to have a good boundary to be on my way at 4:45 if it takes you 15 minutes to get home, right? This is where you get strategic, right? Because this is not, you wouldn't think that that would be so important for cooking every night, but everything adds up, right? Everything adds up to that point. And if you don't hit that one little thing, if you don't hit 4:45, it's not that you're going to fail at everything, but it's going to make things harder. So what are the easy things that you can do to do that little part that's going to make everything easier, right? So it could be something like, all right, well, I need to schedule out my day a little better. Like I need to make sure that I'm trying to wrap stuff up at like 4:15, because then I can definitely be out of there by that point. Like that part needs to be taken care of, right? What else is in the way? Well, I need ingredients. How are you going to get those? When are you going to get them, right? It's not just, oh, I need ingredients. Well, what's the time and place that you're going to get those? Like, are you going to go shopping on like every Sunday night or something? This is the groundwork. This is the work that it takes to actually hit this goal, to build this system. But the good thing is, this is the thing, it can feel overwhelming. Each one of these things can feel overwhelming, but the great thing is once you set it up, you kind of don't have to think so much about this goal. It's not like you're trying to do like 5 huge things. You're doing a bunch of small things, and this nearly automatically happens because you're setting yourself up for success. Does that make sense? So if you have a good boundary to be home on your way at 4:45, your ingredients, let's say you plan them out. So you plan your meals Sundays at 3 and you shop Sundays at 6 so that you have everything ready. You do that groundwork. So we shop Sundays at 6 p.m. So that means that we have all the food that we need, right? So right now, even just with these couple things, check this out. In our story, first night was great. Second night, we didn't quite have as many of ingredients, but it was still okay. Maybe that still happens. I don't know. But the third night where like we just don't have much of anything, that doesn't happen. That's taken care of. That's gone. And so we have another night to where, and also since we're home at 5 when we're supposed to be, then you're not late, which was a big factor. And then you actually have all the things that you need. You're basically preparing everything that you need beforehand so that you do that work when you're thinking about it, when you're excited, you do this groundwork. And then when life happens in the middle of the week, when you've just had a stressful day, all you have to do is kind of follow what you've already set up. Does that make sense? And so it's a bit like kind of like autopilot almost. That's where I think the value of a system comes in. Because if a system's goal is to make this easier, if you have a good enough system to where it just makes it stupid easy, you're gonna take the easy path. Like if you have a system to where it's actually easier for you to cook food for yourself than it is to do anything else, or it's nearly as easy, but you still want it, you're probably going to actually hit that goal.